Okay, we look at example 20. Santa parked his sleigh 5 meters from the edge of a 20-degree roof. Unfortunately, the parking brake fell and Santa's sleigh slid down the roof and landed on the ground 6 meters from the wall of the house. Given that the velocity of the sleigh after sliding 5 meters is 5.11 meters per second, how high was the wall of the house? Okay, so we are given the picture here to help to understand the situation. Okay, so basically, the sleigh is initially here, and this sleigh is 5 meters from the edge of a 20-degree roof. So basically, this is the edge of the roof, and then this is the initial position of the sleigh. So from here to here is 5 meters. And then given the degree, the angle is 20 degree. So here is the 20 degree. Okay, after the parking brake fell, so this sleigh is initially here, and then the parking brake fell. So what happened is this sleigh fell down and landed at the point here. So let's label here as point A. Okay, so this sleigh fell down at point here, which this point here is actually 6 meters. Okay, 6 meters from the wall of the house. So 6 meters here is basically the value for SX, 6 meters. Okay, 6 meters from the wall. This is the wall of the house. And then what else do we have? Okay, we are given the velocity here, 5.11 meters per second. Okay, so the velocity is after sliding 5 meter. Maksudnya, after sliding 5 meter, so from point here, velocity dia adalah 5.11 meter per second square. So, 5.11 meter per second. Okay, so that's the information that we have. So basically, the question asks how high was the wall of the house, which means this value here, the value for H, ataupun easier for us, it's the value for SY. So tu adalah soalan minta SY. Okay, so let's list down the information first. So we have the value for U. Okay, initial velocity 5.11 meter per second. And then we are given the degree, 20 degree. Okay, so as usual, if we have the value for velocity and we are given the value for angle, we need to resolve into two component, X and Y. Okay, since dia sudah lukis dekat sini, U adalah towards this direction, which is dia ke bawah kan. So we need to resolve into X component, which is here, is the X component. So Y component akan ke bawah. Okay, sebab kita punya U ni dekat sini. So U dekat sini dia mesti macam ni. Okay, kalau U tu dekat sini, then sini akan X, ni akan jadi Y. Okay, so you need to remember how to resolve the vector. This one is actually resolving the vector from chapter 1. Okay, so we need to resolve the vector here. Okay, so if we have the angle here 20 degree, basically it is the same as here 20 degree. Okay, angle dia sama. Kalau dekat sini 20, so dekat sini pun adalah 20 degree. So just resolve X component 5.11 cos 20, which is equal to 4.8 meter per second. And then UY 5.11 sin 20 equal to 1.75 meter per second. And okay, don't forget, if we have Y component going downwards, so here must be negative. Okay, jangan lupa negative here you need to include because the Y component is going downwards. Okay, and then last one, we have the value for SX. So value for SX equal to 6 meter. Okay, now we want to find sy. Okay, in order to find sy, we can either use this equation or this equation. Okay, so if we want to use this equation, we want to find sy, right? We have uy, which is this one, but we don't have the value for t. So we don't have the value for t for this one. Okay, if we want to find using this equation pula, we have value for uy, but we don't have the value for vy. So we don't have the value for vy. So if we want to find vy pula, we can use this equation here. But this equation actually we cannot use because we don't have the value for t. So basically here we need to find the value for t first. Sebab kita tidak ada information yang cukup. So we need to find the value for t. How do we find the value for t? Okay, so we need to look at the x component. So this one adalah equation untuk y component. Now we don't have enough information. Kita tengok pula equation untuk x component. Okay, now untuk x component, we are given one information which is sx. So keluarkan equation untuk sx. Sx is equal to ux t. Okay, so we have sx, and then we have ux, which is here. So we can find the value for t. Okay, t dekat sini adalah the time of travel from point here to the point here. This is the time of travel. So we can find the value for t. Sx is equal to uxt. Sx is 6, ux is 4.8 t. So you can get t is equal to 1.25 seconds. So this is the time of travel. Okay, remember time of travel is from position here to here. Okay, now that we have the value for t, okay, which is important in order to find the value for sy. So kalau kita sudah dapat t, we can immediately use the first equation yang paling senang lah. Kalau guna equation yang pertama, kita terus dapatlah value for sy. Okay, so just masukkan sy is equal to uyt minus half gt square. So you need to biasakan tulis equation dahulu, barulah substitute. So kita always tulis equation and then substitute and final answer. So now this one tulis and then substitute. Uy tadi adalah negative, and then value for t 1.25 minus half g t square. Okay, don't forget the square. So you get sy is equal to negative 9.85 meter. Okay, you should be able to get negative because the sleigh going downwards, so the displacement here must be negative.